Assalamualaikum. Hi, Surabhi Salim with you. Today's class is regarding normal waves, segments and intervals of ECG. So if you didn't watch the previous video, please watch conduction system of heart. Then we can learn about the normal ECG waves. So for ECG, what is it? It is the graphical representation of electrical activity of heart. See, in ECG, you can see vertically voltage in millivolt and time in horizontally. So time in seconds and voltage in millivolt. And you can see there is big squares as well as small squares in ECG. So one small square represents 1 mm in dimension and 0.04 second duration. So I tell you one big square consists of 5 small squares. So it will be totally one big square will be 5 mm dimension and 0.20 second. Okay. Now we will see what are the different waves of ECG. You can see here 3 waves of ECG. See, P wave, this QRS is taken as one wave and it is a QRS complex, and T wave. In some cases, you can see U wave also, that we will be dealing in another class. Okay. So first of all, we will take P wave. See, here you can see one isoelectric line, one blue line I draw. That is called isoelectric line or the baseline of the ECG. If any waves comes upward or above the isoelectric line, it is positive deflection. And if any waves come below the isoelectric line or the baseline, is called a negative deflection. So we will take the P wave. P wave occurs as a result of contraction of atria. Which atria? Right and left atria. You know, the natural pacemaker, which is the SA node, generates electrical impulses from the right atria and it spreads to the left atria, and both atria contract. That is called atrial depolarization or atrial systole or atrial contraction, and that represent P wave in ECG. You understand? So P wave represent atrial depolarization. And P wave is a small wave and it is a positive wave. Okay, you know, in resting potential, inside cells are always negatively charged. During the contraction, there is influx and outflux of electrolytes. We will be learning in other classes, and that's why they are electrically charged and they have activities. So the contraction of atria, both atria represent P wave in ECG. And the duration for the P wave is 0.12 seconds, 0.12 seconds, and it represents 3 small squares, or it will be normally 3 small squares in ECG. So that is P wave. Next we will go to the QRS complex. What this QRS represent in ECG means ventricular depolarization. Ventricular depolarization means as the SA node generate impulses, it passes through the internodal pathway, AV node, Purkinje fibers through bundle of His. So that process will cause ventricles to contract, and the contraction, ventricular depolarization or ventricular contraction, represent QRS complex in the ECG. As the ventricle has good or bigger muscle mass than atrium, this wave is a big wave. That is why it comes in complex. Okay, and the atrial muscles are a little bit shorter or less thick than ventricular muscles. So the waves of atria is small. Now we will see how the QRS complex should be takes place. So the normal duration of QRS complex is 0.10 second, and it will be within 3 small squares, and it is within 3 small squares. So the QRS complex represents ventricular depolarization or ventricular contraction, and the normal range is 0.10 or within 3 small square. Next wave you can see is the T wave. So the T wave represents ventricular repolarization or ventricular relaxation, and that wave takes around 0.10 to 0.25 second. So the T wave takes around 0.10 to 0.25 second, and this is called ventricular repolarization. So you will be thinking that why ventricles only have the relaxation? No, the atria is also having relaxation or relaxation process, but the problem is here QRS complex is masking the activity of atrial relaxation or the QRS complex, because ventricles has more muscle mass, so the waves that comes from the atria is very is masked by QRS complex. Okay, so these are the different waves of ECG. We'll see to the intervals of ECG. So as we told that there is different intervals. First one is PR interval. PR interval. PR interval means it starts from the starting of P wave here, starting of P wave to the starting of QRS, to the starting of QRS complex. So this is the duration, and the duration for this PR interval is 0.12 to 0.20 second. So what I told you, PR interval means it's the interval period between the initiation of P wave to the initiation of QRS complex. That means this is a process by which the impulses transmit from the SI node to the AV node. The time duration is represented in PR interval. Okay. Next is PR segment. PR segment means this represents from the end of the P wave. Okay. This is represent the end of the P wave to the initiation of Q wave. This is called PR segment, and it will be representing only less than 2 small squares in ECG. So PR interval, PR segment. Next we will be learning about QT interval. So QT interval means it starts from the initiation of Q wave up to the end of the T wave, end of T wave, like this. So it represents from the initiation of Q wave to the end of T wave. It is called QT interval, and it is little long, you can see from here, and it takes place in 0.32 to 0.40 second. Okay. Next we will learn about what is ST segment. ST segment means it starts from the end. It starts from the end of S wave, to the initiation of T wave. This one. This is called a ST segment. This is the time period or the interval between ventricular depolarization and ventricular repolarization. Okay, and this takes place in 0.05 to 0.15 second. Okay, this is the different segment. So we will learn about PR interval, PR segment, QT interval, ST segment. There is also PP interval, RR interval. That is easy. From first P to second P in the ECG is called PP interval, and from first R to the second R to the next ECG wave is called RR interval. So I hope all of you understand. And what is the speed of ECG? 25 millimeter per second. And I hope all of you understand regarding the normal characteristics of waves. What are the normal intervals of waves and normal segments of waves. In next class we will be learning about the arrhythmias and normal rhythms also. So thank you so much for watching my channel. If still you didn't subscribe my channel, please subscribe, share and comment which topic you want next. I hope you all understand my topic. Next class we will be learning about arrhythmias. So before you come to the next class, please learn the previous classes. So that's bye. Okay, thank you for watching my channel. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.